First and foremost, welcome to the experience. I'm your host, Stephen the Dream, and this is This, That, and the Third interview series. Want to give a huge shout outs to TZ Lefty, TZ Da Vinci, creative individuals behind the camera, behind the scenes, taking care of the production. I got two very, very special guests in the building with me today. They just dropped a new song not too long ago with a new visual that dropped as well. And I'm looking for a tape now. And I don't know if we're gonna get the exclusive. I don't know if they about to let us know something, but I know something is on the horizon. We got Lefty two times to my immediate left, but ironically enough, and then Meech perfect to the far left. What's good with y'all fellas?
What's up, my boy?
Good to see y'all.
Shout out Stephen the Dream, man. This, that, and the third, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Being up here, we here now.
Y'all, hey, timing is everything, man. Y'all here when y'all was supposed to be.
Right.
I want to ask y'all, man, like, first and foremost, individually, where you from, Lefty?
Man, Barkley Street, man. Gas House 817, right off 17.
Same place.
We original.
Same place.
They won.
Y'all came up together too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this deeper than all this. We
real.
Okay.
Yeah, they won.
They won. Tell me, you said Barkley Street.
I'm from Barkley from Brooklyn Radio, same hood, right around the corner.
How similar are all the places is it? Was it love? Was it, since it was so close, was it kind of hard for y'all to be growing up together, cool like
Family
that?
house, apartments. We first home, but first room. Yeah.
Literally a circle.
It's all okay.
The block, man.
Yeah,
That shit,
yeah.
it was family, you know what I mean?
What it's like out there, man? For the people that don't know about Gas House.
It ain't the same. I would say out of Gas House, like Highland Hills, when it come from the people that came from my hood, speaking on our hood,
Right.
solid. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you got flawed niggas, you got bitch niggas that from everywhere, every part of the world, but when it come to our era, niggas kept it solid, man.
A lot of that come with loyalty. A lot of that come with trust. Coming up, like just individually, I ask you first, like what kind of household you come from? Single parent, double
Single
parent?
parent, just my mom.
Yeah.
4 siblings. Family house and the normal,
Was it like I know you had siblings, but did y'all attract to each other outside, just being friends and because to be together so long that even to come up and do music, there got to be a lot of trust between y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all done had to see a lot of things. A lot of people fall to the wayside, but a lot of that comes from what you had to come up with together. So
basically, he pulled me into it. I just started.
okay.
That pulled me into certain. He told me to put certain stuff out there, let him know.
What's going on?
Exactly.
I know Lefty been doing this thing with the music, like I've been watching from afar just because like I've been able to hear so many different artists and be able to touch so many artists, but something about you, like your sound is a little different. Like you harmonize, you talk about from what I seen, from what I hear, stuff you go through.
Right.
Like real, like not to put your business out there, but you know what I'm saying. You talk about what it is. How long you been doing this?
Man, I started rapping like when I was 16, middle school. You know what I'm saying? But it was really just writing. And then over time, it was how I expressed myself, shit I was going through. Instead of talking to people, that's how it turned into music. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always been real. You feel?
What caused you to go through some of the stuff you went through, like early on in that life? Was it,
Man, just poverty, bro. We grew up, you know what I mean? Where we grew up, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everything I went through made me strong. It made me better with music, better as a person. You feel what I'm saying? The energy that I put out and give, you feel what I'm saying? So anybody ever had a problem with me, that's probably because they was a hating ass nigga. So if I did something to them, they probably deserved it.
That's what it be a lot of time. People karma be catching up to them.
Right.
What was your early musical influences?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, like the first, running been listening to music. I'm gonna take a second, cause really, like before, like when I first opened my eyes to life, I remember this dude. You saying like that's how far we go back. So I was at his crib. I remember them listening to like DMX. You know what I mean? A lot of my influence came from his crib, but when I actually started listening to music, really was just like 50, Eminem, and like my uncle used to listen to Pac all the time. So really, you couldn't even at his crib. He wasn't listening to nothing else but Pac.
But the Pac.
Right.
So having them type of influences, when do you realize you want to do this? When do you realize like, hey, it's time for me to make my own music that speak for the people that now that the kids can listen to and be influenced by?
Really, what influenced me was one of my homeboys, Unique. They used to have a group called Metal Rose or whatever. I went to VA with them. They did a show. First of all, we was in Walmart. So like the girls running behind them, like, oh shit, it's Metal Rose. I'm like, I'm with them. You feel me? I got the book bag with the thing where I'm kind of like playing security. I'm young.
Right.
They get on stage. I see how the girls pulling shit on. I'm like, man, I could do this.
Wanted
you know
that
what I'm
shit.
saying? So that's really what inspired me to take it to the next level for real.
Where your name come from?
Bruh gave me the name, man.
Well, okay.
It's got a lot of shit behind it, but I would say Lefty 2 times. Lefty came from like a mob movie. You feel what I'm saying? Donnie Brasco, which Donnie ended up being a snitch. Lefty was a solid nigga and they bit him in the ass in the end. You feel what I'm saying? But he still was a solid nigga. You couldn't take that from him. So
right.
That's me. That's where that name came from.
What's your favorite mafia movie? Do you have one?
Man, probably
Me.
I got we definitely got a story, but it probably gotta be Goodfellas or something.
Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That's a legendary
That's
one.
classic.
Meech, how you get your name?
Meech came from the county jail. Mecklenburg. I'm actually in the county. I had you don't know who was who. I ain't from there. I had a murder situation going on, so I was Meech in the county until you gotta know what's going on. You know, you ain't from here, but Meech, I just stuck with it. And Big Meech, so you can reference what they really mean. But that's where all that translate from. But perfect, they been calling me perfect since like yay high.
Well, they gotta come from something though.
I got it from Gucci. But no,
Okay.
yay high had a little clique with me, so icy boy. Just
Okay.
terrorizing doing stuff, and I was
You was perfect.
yeah, I was perfect. That's me, you know.
Dope, man. You spent some time locked up. You said, were you into any of the music then, or was it just more like, let me just get on through and do my time?
I always been into it listening. I really was I'm into music for us listening to it, but for us me rapping and that, that's what's all left. Bringing me into this, I get out. I beat my murder situation, left. Right, goddamn, come on in here, put it out there on wax. So basically, that's how I came. That's like 36 when I'm rapping about.
Right.
I'm rapping about getting shot in the head, robbed. That's where that comes from. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you talk about any of that?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
What happened?
In the house, sleep. I wake up. A couple things went missing. And that's that.
Damn. How do you go about? I mean, I know everybody should protect themselves at all times, especially in the world we're living in today. But do you, kind of have to look around more often, or you just kind of?
I see arrogant. I'm not. Nah, I don't. You always be on point. I ain't dumb. I ain't silly, but I don't. It ain't like I'm light stepping or nothing.
So let me ask y'all this: knowing that that's something that you deal with on a basis, like that's not something you want to have to deal with, though. It ain't something like you wake up and are looking for. So what happens when when we looking at the new Dirk and Cheap Streets now? Y'all done made it to a level. What do you think your mindset has to be? I mean, it can still happen. Anything can happen, but also you get to a level to where what can you do? Dirk ain't really. I mean, same time, it's another level.
Instinct kick in, Off when you gotta.
I love them boys vibe shit, man. But when a situation comes, we handle the situation at hand, really. But
Exactly.
We definitely putting out positive vibes. We ain't gonna crash out, letting nobody trick us off the street.
That's
you know
smart.
what I mean?
That's smart. Cause I see y'all doing, you're moving right. You know what I'm saying? Your visuals is nice. Talk about.
Shout out to Blue Hippie, man.
I was gonna ask. Talk about Lefty. Like you've been doing visuals for a little bit. I'm sure you started doing your thing, Meech, and getting used. So I'm sure you've been around it at some point. But talk about what your progression is and your visuals and how important it is. Cause y'all putting them out.
Right. So the question.
Just how important is the visuals to you right now? Like what do they mean to you?
Being consistent, man, really to me is the most important. And like bro said, we both done been through so much shit, and it's so real and authentic to the point now. We really want to like give them this story, like give them this visual, like on some. Me personally, like some Spike Lee shit. I need to show you what happened in certain situations, give it to you in a movie form. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can bet like we bust that door when we bust that door open and we make it through, we're gonna last for a long time. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you talking about, you know, doing the movie. Y'all both talk about that. Like, is it been some y'all been through to where like you said, you had to see it to believe it type shit, just in life, you know?
Oh yeah, I just went through a trial,
Right,
murder,
right.
facing life. Like a year ago.
You think it was
A victim surviving, taking a stand, punch you out. That was like a shot in the head. That done been both sides of the field, the gun. Like, it's a lot, man. Like, it's a lot. Like,
but right now the best way is to put it in the music.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Some people ask questions like, why he talk about this and talk about that? Because shit, that's what we gonna went through. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is, if that's how I feel, shit I've been through, you gonna hear it. Really, it's you know what I mean? The best way I can put it, like at the end of the day, whoever that person is or whatever I'm talking about is like, fuck how they feel, because this is what I do, is my passion. So I'm gonna definitely let the streets know what's going on. I've been in that situation where niggas done pointed and told. You feel what I'm saying?
So, you know, we know, and not to, you know, sully y'all's interview, but we know that there's rats out here in this game, in this music game. And we know that you can't handle everything in this music game that you do in the streets, unfortunately. How, you know, what are y'all thoughts on, you know, how you move, and does it discourage you from wanting to be in it? Because you can see the biggest one right now is the biggest rap right now, you know, from the numbers wise and what it's doing. But what are y'all thoughts on just being in this game, knowing what it comes with, seeing
You
what it comes with?
understand, it's a different ball field, different players. Like, this ain't the street, so a lot of stuff can be overlooked. A lot of stuff won't even get no attention. Like, we understand that. Like,
entertainment.
Yeah, like, them entertainers, them ain't
Street niggas.
Yeah, them ain't street dudes. Like,
Y'all ain't making your music for that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's dope, man. It's because right now, man, it's tough. You don't know what's real, you don't know what's Hollywood, you don't know what's for the ground.
Exactly.
And you know, to understand, like, you can do your Googles on certain people, and you can find out what's real when you writing these songs
They
and putting it out.
definitely gonna find out what's real over here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Sure.
he talking about standing over top of somebody's head. You know, we gonna say what we can legally say.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, what's the, because it's a boundary, of course.
Yeah.
You know what can and what you cannot say. Is it a time where you might have had, being more of an experienced artist, had to say, Meech, nah, say it like this, or like, you know, just to help each other out, or
I told you, he basically,
well, that's as he should do, knowing like, look, I know what you want to say, but this gonna sound a lot better, and this gonna make sure we can keep saying.
Yeah, he done guided me all the way. Like,
what you see in him? What you see in him, Lefty?
Man, bro, I feel like bro really got everything that people trying to portray. You feel what I'm saying? You see how you got like rappers that trying to be like certain people, like how Ace was and Rich Boy was. You feel what I'm saying? Like the lifestyle that they live. Like, I feel like, bro, you don't have to portray none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is authentic, bro.
He can just be Meech.
Like, he also don't either. You know, he just get one. It's the same. We the same. We day one. We same situations.
It just made sense to do
Exactly.
it together now.
Some things can be spoken on, some can't. You know, we the same type of people, guys. Like, all the way.
That's why
we the same guys.
I had to go back and scratch when I say what I said about our hood. I'm only gonna speak for this right here. You feel what I'm saying?
I
As of
understand
right now,
why.
I can only speak for the niggas around me. You feel what I'm saying? But you know,
Lefty 2 times with me right now. Meech perfect. Meech, you got a favorite Lefty 2 times song?
Yeah, it's something he ain't put out yet.
Ah, shit. Is it what make it your favorite? You ain't got to get too much about it, but is it what he's saying? Is it the beat? Is it you just feel like it's?
He got a lot, but Rob did. Called Rob did. It's just the whole vibe of the song. He ain't put it out yet. I keep, you know, it's something like that too. You know,
Meech done told me the plan about it, cause y'all, like I said, the visuals on. I ain't gonna give it away, but I know the visuals is coming, so I know you done already let me know, you know, what's coming, Lefty. So
right.
You know.
Yeah, it's coming back to back. Like, for us a tape, man, we just work. That's how I work. I work off emotions and how I feel, whatever I'm going through, that's what you're gonna get.
Right.
So when I know I'm done with that, it's like, okay, I got all of these songs right here. I'm done with that. Now I feel like this, but I'm still working. When I'm dropping this, so like a bunch of hooks right here on a whole different club vibe. And this was like probably like a Roddy Ricch vibe or
it's old to you now because you done moved on to the next.
Exactly, but you know it's definitely coming out. We got enough shit right now. Man, we gonna shake Charlotte, bro.
Is it a verse that he got out that he done snapped that you know is like,
Man, believe it or not, from the first song he did, I feel like he just jumped right in and going hard. But he
30, everything
36
I hear
the first
now, nah, it was my third song. Like everything that's them like my first song.
Yeah,
like,
so they ain't even really getting the new.
Exactly, like I don't. It's way more advanced, but them my.
yeah.
You know, you can see I done got way more comfortable with it. I
song.
like it now.
We got a song called Blocks.
Blocks.
That's on the way. You're gonna hear about that real soon. But that's probably like my favorite verse right now. But I say that about all his shit, really. And that ain't even that's just real shit. But the cocaine, if it's okay to say that one.
Y'all leaking. I like this, man. I like the
that
info.
one right there might, I don't know, that might be the deal breaker for everything.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be looking forward to him right now. Y'all got the video for 36 O's out. Go ahead and introduce that for the people. Let them know what they about to get into.
Rockin' with your dog, Lefty 2-time, my boy Steven the Dream, man. This, that, and the third. My dog Meech perfect. 36 O's.
Let's get it. This, that, and the third. We'll be right back.
How you got a video and it ain't filmed about the video?
I gave my life to these streets. Got my wrist in that bowl. 36 of them, 36 of them, 36. Yeah. Wipe a nose for it. Kick a nigga dough for it, yeah. 36, yeah. 36, yeah. 36. Yeah.
Lose your life for a brick. I lost my life out that bitch. You want a pie or a split? You want a low, take a trip. Thank God that it's sick. Thank God that it's sick. You gon' die if you snitch. You gon' die if you snitch. How to get the drop on me? Keep my dough while I'm asleep. Mac 90 out of reach. Shot me in my sleep. You only got a 9. I'ma die about mine. About die by mine. Now I'm back on my feet. It's hard to stop a G. Neiman Marcus feet. Margiela's on me. I put this on my soul. I know. 36, yeah. 36, yeah.